Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. XRP Tiff here, back with another video for you guys. I called it. Like, I willed it. I really believe that I did. And of course, I give myself all this pat on the back. And it was nothing that I really did other than just, was just excited for the XRP community and where we were headed. So on April the 5th, I believe I loaded a video up and I was saying that we were about to head to $1 and like it's gonna happen that same day. And I ended up having a sleepless night. I could not go to sleep. I had to watch the charge pretty much all night. I didn't end up going to sleep till probably like 3 or 4 o'clock that next morning because I was just so excited because we were pumping up in the XRP charts. And so I was seeing that it was pressing that $1 mark, and it actually hit really close. It got to like 96, 97 cents or something like that. And it wasn't until the early morning of April 6th that we actually hit that dollar mark. And so I was super excited about that. But before we kind of get into that, let's go over kind of where the market is. We're trading at about $1.875 trillion. The market has kind of retraced back a little bit with all the pumps and different things like that because this is alt season. So we're definitely not done. Listen, these cryptocurrencies, they keep creating them, man. They keep going up. It's about 9,156 total different types of cryptocurrencies around the world. And I'm sure there are quite a few that have use cases, but a lot of these, when these regulations go through and we finally get regulatory clarity, I believe that they're just going to, get done away with, and we're just going to get narrowed down to maybe a couple of hundred. But that's just me, right? So here we go. See where XRP is, guys. We are no longer in the 7th spot. We are in the 5th spot. Actually, yesterday we moved up to the actual 4th spot, and when we hit that $1 mark, we've retraced back a little bit. And guess what I did? I bought the dip. This is not financial advice. This is just something that XRP Tiff is telling you that she's doing with her bag, because anything I feel that's $1 or underneath $1 is a great buy with XRP. Why? Because I feel like we're going to the freaking moon. And what I mean by that is, I feel like in this market cycle, we can go from anywhere to $10 within a matter of a week or two, because we have the confirmation of Gary Gensler happening on April the 12th. And then we also have the discovery call that happened yesterday as well that, put XRP in a winning position. And so I truly believe that we can go to $10 before this month is up. Actually, I really think we would go to $100 before this month is up, but that's just me. Of course, positivity energy flowing to the market. And once we get what we need from this lawsuit, as far as a settlement or case dismissal, I really feel as though all these different exchanges, there's tens of exchanges, 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 exchanges that have halted trading since this case has come out. And so once everything kind of finalizes and they turn the switch back on all those things, man, where this market is going to go, it's going to shock the world. They say in our XRP community on Twitter, it's going to melt faces, right? So I truly believe that that's what's going to happen. And I'm just excited for the ride. So just wanted to show you guys a snapshot. The Oracle tweeted out, shout out to the new 1%. This was 18 hours ago. So this actually definitely was on April the 6th. It says, we talking 3 months in the new year. Is Coinbase off, or is this right? So it's funny to me because this is actually a snapshot from Coinbase, one of the trading exchanges that actually halted XRP trading. Is showing XRP hit the $1.07 mark. That's crazy. So it says, because if it's right, I don't want to be wrong, right? So we definitely don't want to be wrong. So in your mother loving face, haters, it's crazy. Lord, please keep going. So I really feel as though this is our year as far as I'm talking about the XRP community. I think we're going to just go up and up and up. Of course, there's going to be some pullbacks, some retracements, but not anything too drastic. We literally did a 100% increase within a matter of 24 hours, 48 hours. And that was just stupid, right? Because earlier, a few videos back, I was talking about XRP trading at 54 to 58 cent mark. Like it kind of stayed hovering in that 55 cent mark, and it literally doubled. It literally doubled within a couple of days. And so this market, like this space, this cryptocurrency space, literally can make your financial future is better, and you just have to do your own research. You have to follow the projects, of course, with the greatest utility. And I just feel like nothing is greater in this space right now than XRP, only because they're the only cryptocurrency that I see trying to get regulations from government. All the other cryptocurrencies are kind of like trying to not be regulated, right? They don't want to go through a middleman or a bank. But the fact that XRP is kind of like the first, right, the pioneer, as far as wanting to work with banks and different things like that, like how can we both coexist, right? We don't want to do away with banks, we just want to work with banks, so that way XRP can be adopted, XRP ledger can be adopted, ODL on demand liquidity can be adopted and rolled out, as it's not just adopted, but it's literally needed, right? Because the liquidity in this cumbersome monetary system that we have it's really non-existent. We have an older than 40, 50, 60, 70 year system that hadn't changed in so long, and so we need a gutting out, so to speak, and so we need a change. And this is that change that we need. We need transactions to be faster, quicker, less cumbersome, not taking so much time, not taking so much energy. Okay, people need their money and they need it now. And so I'm super excited to cover this with you guys. But the discovery call also happened yesterday, and so this is what happened. In a snap of a finger, and by snap of a finger I mean the call took like an hour and 30 minutes. However, in that call it was freaking powerful. The SEC versus Ripple, and this is what happened. Ripple was granted access to SEC documents on Bitcoin, Ether, in the ongoing fight, XRP fight. And so what happened in the call, ultimately the SEC was trying to not, or they were trying to push back on, saying that Bitcoin and Ethereum, was irrelevant regarding the XRP case. And, those documents are irrelevant. And we're talking about XRP. We're not talking about Bitcoin and Ether. And, Ripple's lawyers basically thought that, okay, well, if you already deemed that Bitcoin and Ether are not securities, we need to see those documents that show pretty much what the guidelines are, okay? Because we still have no clarity. So we need those guidelines. We need to see exactly what checklist did Bitcoin and Ether check off, to get the not a security designation, so that way we can see if we meet those same standards, or if not, if we are truly a security. Which, of course, they don't want to show those documents, because those documents, let's just be honest, they really don't exist. I really feel as though, they know and by they I mean the SEC knows that XRP is not a security. It can't be. And even if at the beginning, the SEC, Ripple never had a ICO. Okay, never had an ICO, but Ether did. And so, how can you deem something as a security when it never had an ICO? And it was crazy. So this is what happened. I'm gonna kind of read through this really fast for you guys. But it says Ripple won the right on Tuesday to peek into Securities and Exchange Commission's internal communications on how it determines whether a cryptocurrency is a security. The San Francisco-based cryptocurrency firm is hoping to find evidence. The regulator defined XRP at some point as being a similar to Bitcoin and Ether, two cryptocurrencies largely accepted as non-security instruments, according to a report by Law 360. This distinction is important as the SEC is alleging Ripple and two of its executives violated U.S. securities laws in selling XRP to retail consumers. And so the case may lead to a court ruling on how and when a cryptocurrency is considered a security that other startups in the U.S. could use as informal guidance in the future. The 8 years taken by the regulator to file suit against Ripple is also another angle being pushed by the cryptocurrency firm as it attempts to strengthen its argument in the 5-month-old case. Granted by the U.S. judge Sarah Netburn, she's like our angel, right? Is the Southern District Court Southern District Court, of New York. The motion affords Ripple access to the SEC's minutes and memos expressing the agency's interpretation or views on cryptocurrency, which Netburn said are likely discoverable. Netburn also said Ripple's discovery was a high-stakes win, according to the report. So this is considered a win. This is a win for us. Why? Because we get a sneak peek, into what how and why was Bitcoin and Ether deemed not securities, but XRP is. And so if we get those guidelines, to me, honestly, I think, they're not going to produce the documents. I feel like they're going to magically, disappear them. They're not no longer, they're magically going to disappear, or in this case, it's going to just go away. But I'm really looking forward to seeing when Gary Gensler get into office, kind of what he's going to do and what he's going to do to help further this case or help, push it towards a dismissal. I just kind of want to see what his thoughts is on this case. I know he's been watching it. I can just only imagine with all this noise happening about XRP and Ripple. I know he's heard. I know he's heard as to what's getting ready to be on his plate. And this one being one of the biggest things getting ready to be on this plate, which is we need regulatory clarity. We need rules of engagement. We need guidelines to let us know how to play the game. Okay, we can't play the game right if we don't know what the rules are. So I know that's what he's going to be working on once he gets into office. I just wonder how fast and how soon, that is going to be done. But I really feel as though, like within the next month or so, I don't think we have 30 more days, 30 to 60 days on this, as far as this case being still ongoing. I really feel like they will come to some sort of agreement or settlement within the next 30 to 60 days. But I could be wrong. I could be right. Who knows? But, this is just my thoughts, right? And even after yesterday, such a win with XRP pumping to $1, and also such a win as far as this discovery call and the judge really predominantly being in XRP's Ripple's favor, and not just being in their favor, but just so much so just being fair. Like, okay, how is Ether and Bitcoin not relevant when you're basically saying that they're not securities but XRP is, but you don't know how XRP is a security, because they definitely don't fall into the Howey tests, all right, the normal Howey test. So what are the rules? What are the checklists that you guys are seeing, that's falling off? And then it's also been stated that Jay Clayton was the only exec at the SEC at the time that brought this case against Ripple. So there was no other executive that signed off on the case. It was only Jay Clayton, and then Jay Clayton goes to a management company that only or primarily invests in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Something's fishy. It's extremely fishy, because that just lets me know that you're trying to take out the competition, or you're trying to take out our legs from up underneath us, to give yourself a better head start. And it's like, let's just be fair in the race, right? Let's all line up. Let's on your mark, get set, go, right? Once the whistle blows, let us all get a chance to run as fast, as hard, as long as we can, as in this cryptocurrency space. You know what I mean? Some projects are going to fall by the wayside. Some are going to stand up as champions, and I really believe that XRP is going to be one of those projects that is going to stand up as a champion, because of the awesome use case and utility that it has. And so this is, want to close out with this. Brad also tweeted out yesterday that today was a good day. Okay, so I can just imagine how he feels. You know what I mean? And in times past, they also said that the SEC has come against other cryptocurrency companies like Kin and another company, but they never come against the leadership of the company. They've never sued Kin and to the CEO and the CTO or whatever of the founders of the company. So this one, it just seemed a little bit more personal to me. It seemed that it was a little bit more targeted. But either way, I really believe that it's just going to catapult XRP into just levels that we just really can't imagine in the year of 2021. I really don't believe that it's too far-fetched that we will see anywhere from $100 to $1,000 price this year. And that's just me. And I just feel like once they turn back on the exchanges, the major exchanges, there were some exchanges that stayed with us, that we were still able to buy XRP on, but it was very few. The biggest exchange, one of the biggest exchange, Coinbase and Binance and Kraken, all of them halted trading, and they didn't have to, and it hurt the investor. Okay, and the SEC's whole purpose is supposed to be to help the investor, so I need them to do a better job of their job, right? So I need to definitely do a better job. But I'm super excited to be in this space. I think that we're taking a breather right now because we're at that 90 cent mark. Let me just kind of go back and show that before I close out. Yeah, we're at that 90 cent mark, and I think that we're just taking a breather right now. And it's kind of been bouncing, okay? The last 24 hours has just kind of been bouncing. It's only retraced back maybe 15-20% at the most. And I think it's just setting up for another catapult. And so I'm just freaking excited to be in this space. I truly believe that XRP can hit all-time highs within the next couple of weeks. And so I'm just excited to be in this space. And until the next video, guys, stay woke. Bye.